Greetings from JP.WATKINS. This is Personal Gov, and we're going to jump right into it. Today, we're going to talk about rebooting that mindset. Mindset is something I will talk about a lot because it's so important. As an early stage and under-resourced entrepreneur, a lot of times the biggest barrier you will have will be your mindset. Because a lot of times you will look at what you do not have and you'll let it paralyze you. You'll look at, I, I don't know where my confidence is. I don't know why I don't believe in myself. I don't know why I got this anxiety. I don't know. Well, see, how are you going to reboot and recalibrate your mindset? You know, a lot of times like, people say just think different, but I want to give you some practical ways of doing differently. Think differently. So, like I'm talking to you now, you think and think. I want you to actually think about what do you want to do? What do you do well? What do you want to super succeed in? Now you think about it. So now you're getting that push, all right? Well, how much you want to make a year? How much you want to make a month, right? So a lot of times, what you may want to make a year, some people want to make a day. And you say, but that's not being real. It's a mindset. That's why a lot of times when I put my hashtag, I put hashtag trillionaire mindset. Just to see that, so that other people can see it. Because seeing is believing. So that's one of the things you want to do as far as rebooting. Think. First, think. Start thinking about your wildest dreams. If you want to travel the world, that's one of the things that I'm aspiring to do, is to be able to travel, be able to go places I can't even pronounce. Not so much, I don't so much have a desire as a bunch of luxury cars, Bentleys and stuff like that. If that comes, that's fine, but that's not the aim. The aim is to be able to have that stability, to be able to leave assets for future generations, for my kids, my grandkids, and great grandkids. So my sense of wealth is a little bit differently than a lot of people. Some people want to show it. They want to have, they want to rock Versace. They want to wear whatever that is. That's going to be different for each person. But the first thing is start thinking to scale. Whatever it is, whatever you is, I want you to think about whatever you want to do right now. If you got a nice house, whatever it is that you want, if in terms of material, say it's health wise, like myself, I have a certain mindset. I want to be back to a 34 in a waist, down to like 205, 210 pounds. That's my goal. I'm around 270 pounds now. Got a ways to go. But I see myself. I visualize myself being fit. I visualize myself being where I want to be. I see it, so I believe it. So now we got the think part out the way. Now that's the next steps. Read. Flood your mind with new ideas. Read about other people. Read about other movers and shakers. Read about Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. Read about people that you aspire to be like. It can even be influencers, YouTubers. It can be Roberto Blake. It can be Steve.WATKINS. It could be Vanessa Lau. Read about these people. Read. So think, read, listen. That's another thing. Listen to those YouTubers. Listen to documentaries about Madam C.J. Walker. Read about these people of empire. Read about these business magnates. Read about Master P. Read about Jay-Z. Read about Dr. J. Listen to documentaries about all those mentioned. So don't just read about them. Listen about them. Listen to podcasts. Listen to documentaries. Watch the documentaries. Flood your mind with success stories. Because then you'll start to basically rebooting your subconscious. So once you hear about all these other people who are achieving success, it becomes more real to you. See, when you're surrounded by a supporting cast of people that's entrenched in resource restriction, that's well rooted in poverty, that's the only thing you see. It's the only thing you know. So it's your reality because you don't see nobody breaking away from it. So a lot of times you will find yourself trying to send rabbits to robbing school. And then no matter how good that school is, the rabbit come out and he's like, why can't this rabbit fly? Why didn't it fly away like that robin? It's a rabbit. But now, because it's a rabbit, it can only be a rabbit. The good thing about you is you're not a rabbit. You're a human being and you got this standard equipment. Your mind can change. You can go from being a drug addicted addict, from being a crackhead, to being a famous actor. Look at Samuel Jackson. I'm just thinking of stuff off the top of my head. It's many, many examples. I can't even think of his name right now, the guy that plays Iron Man. So what I'm saying is you have a genius in you if you're willing to develop it. But you got to invest in whatever that craft is. If you're good with your hands, become so good. Become that diesel mechanic that everybody talk about. I remember there was a guy named Lee that stayed out in Ravenna that used to have work on my car. And when we would go out there, and he just loved it. He was the definition of a grease monkey. And I remember when we would come out there and drop stuff, he'd be like, man, I probably can't get to your car for 4 weeks, 5 weeks. But he was so good that unless you absolutely needed your car, you would leave it there with him. And he would just have pockets and pockets of money because he was so good at being a mechanic. And he was friendly, and he was timely, and he owned his yes. No, I can't get it. If he said he was gonna have it done, he'd have it done. He honored his word. Mindset. If you're doing something, and when you go on this entrepreneurial journey, if you're doing it just for money, chances are that's not gonna be enough. And sometimes even passion won't just be enough, but passion will help you push through it. See what you want to do and ask why. Is your why big enough? Why do you want to have a fortune? Why do you want to own your own company? Why is it important enough for you? And if it's important enough for you, start investing in you. You are the best investment that you can make in this lifetime. Nobody's going to be better than you at what you decide to be. So if you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be the communicator. I'm going to be the business consultant in this space. I'm going to be the fashion guru. Once you decide to be and do the best, start reading everything. If you're going to be the fashion guru, start reading everything about fashion. Start listening to everything about fashion. Start sharpening and polishing yourself. Get the mindset on excellence. Don't settle for just jumping into it and doing it. Oh yeah, I got it done. Did you get it done? Good. And if you got it done good, keep at it. So now how can you get it done? Great. Mindset is so important. Mindset is what's going to push you through the hard times. You're going to have hard times. You're going to fall. You're going to fall short. You're going to do something and you're going to think it's great and people are going to mock it. You're going to put something out there and somebody's going to have something smart to say. Maybe it's not going to be well received as you thought. Oh man, I really worked on this book. This is going to be a bestseller. The next thing you know, 10 copies later, it's not a bestseller. But what did you learn? Learn as much as you can, as fast as you can from each and every mistake that you make. And put that in and be willing, be inquisitive. Ask other people that you see that's doing something similar to what you want to do. Reach out, be bold, reach out. If they ignore you, reach out again. If they ignore you, reach out again. That's the power of persistence. Be pleasantly persistent. You ain't got to be a stalker. But show this person that you are serious about your success. That your success is intentional. that your greatness and your sense of excellence is intentional, that your mindset to be the absolute best is intentional. So that's why personal governance, that's the whole thing. It's about the mindset. It's about being accountable. It's about investing in yourself. And it's about requiring growth that's meaningful and measurable as it pertains to being an early stage and under-resourced entrepreneur. You can do it. I know you can. Well, that's my time for the day. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment. Let me know what point sticks out for you. And whoever comments first, I got a gift. I'm going to send you a shout out. And B, I got a checklist of different things that I'm going to send for you. So please go ahead and leave that comment now. And I'll talk to you soon. Stay blessed. Stay focused.